Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'm giving it to your mom.
Your mom.
Your mom.
That ended so abruptly.
Your mom. That's how we do Christmas specials.
Happy holidays from the Hateful Geeks. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm one of your jolly hosts. Phil. Jesus Christ. Santa Phil.
This is Sweeney, not Jolly.
Bah humbug. It's Andy. And this is Tim. I'm all right.
Andy's our own
always bah
Ebenezer
humbug.
Scrooge.
Yeah.
Tim's like our fucking elf. And Sweeney, that makes you Rudolph.
Do you want to see my nose?
No. Keep it in your...
That was erotic. Yeah.
Erotic.
Well, since we can't talk about Rudolph because that's a bully movie now.
God damn it! Really?
No.
That's what everyone says.
Isn't it technically an anti-bullying movie?
I don't
you.
know. That's what you talk to the moms and dads who are.
You don't glorify the fucking people who bully him at the beginning unless you count Santa Claus as one of his bullies.
He
Which I
was.
do not. Santa Claus, makes him like special at the end. He's not a villain.
How come
not a
nobody
bully.
yet has talked about how Frosty the Snowman walks around with no pants on and smoking a pipe in front of the kids?
Damn right.
He didn't have genitalia. He was a magical being.
Wait, are you talking about animated Frosty? You're talking about the other
I
Frosty.
think that was Jack Frost.
Yeah, you're thinking. I think we're thinking about
No,
different
wait,
animated
versions of
Frosty.
Frosty.
He has no pants,
Well,
constantly
because he's a fucking snowman. He doesn't have
puffing away on the
genitalia.
pipe. We know what's in there.
He has no lungs.
We know what's in there.
Well, the whole movie's an acid trip, so whatever.
Yeah, the kids literally get into their
Tripping balls.
parents' stash, and that's why they think there's a living snow person.
That snow person did not leave the yard. He did the day.
We are so fucking off topic and we just started. That's how we do. This week on the Hateful Geeks, we are going to be celebrating a lot of what we feel that you need to be watching for the holiday season. And this ranges the gamut, but we're looking for we're bringing you sleeper hits. We're not talking about your typical It's a Wonderful Life, or you should watch I Love Actually for the 400th time because your girlfriend made you. No, we're talking about the true sleeper geek hits for Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all the other awesome holidays. We're bringing you the geeks holiday picks.
I don't know that you can call these sleeper because any geek worth their nuts is going to know these movies.
Fair enough. There might be some people out there that would be like, oh shit, yeah, that is a Christmas movie. Yeah, it is. And my goal here today is to give our listeners ammunition against their significant others to be able to get away with watching a good film instead of watching a black and white Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh God, I hate
billionth
that
fucking
movie.
time.
Ugh.
Anyway, so yeah, keep Christmas fun. Keep the holidays fun.
Is that our new hat slogan? Keep Christmas fun.
Making Christmas fun again.
Make Christmas geeky again. That's what our goal is.
All right.
So, if with your permission, gentlemen, I'd like to kick it off with my wife and I have been the 12 days of Christmas. We've been each taking turns picking a holiday film that we consider a serious holiday film, and we show it to the other person. Of course, she's like, "Oh, let's watch the remake of Miracle on 34th Street with Ian McDermott and the fucking girl from Matilda."
Yeah.
Well, sir,
And I'm like, "Oh, it's a heartfelt movie. I mean, I guess. I felt some feels. It's nice. It ends on a really ridiculous happy note because Santa apparently is real, and Santa's played by the guy who started Jurassic Park. I was like, this is not going to go well."
well, sir, proceed.
My film that I started the holidays off with was Lethal Weapon.
Of course.
Goddamn right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Damn right. And I swear to God, I know you guys are going to agree with me on this, but there's people out there that's not a fucking Christmas movie. Au contraire, mon frere. First off, the opening credits are to Jingle Bell Rock.
That's like Home Alone. I mean, it's bam.
Right.
It opens up. I mean, after you get past the hooker throwing herself off the balcony because she's done poisonous heroin, he opens up with Riggs, Mel Gibson doing an undercover coke deal in a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah.
What's more Christmas than that?
There's snow.
Snow. It's like $100,000 a bag, but still.
These things happen.
I mean, the second Riggs gets to his new precinct, the cops are sitting there doing their little acapella Silent Night,
Right.
while they're waving their batons. This is LAPD, so they're waving their batons while they're singing Silent Night. You're like, ugh, ugh. Don't hit me with that. Strike me. No. I mean, and then shit. Then you got like the one of the friends of Murtaugh, Hunsaker. He's like the guy who's like from Vietnam who saved Murtaugh's life. He's like pouring himself some eggnog when Gary Busey snipes him in the spine from a helicopter off the cliff of his mansion. Like nothing's more holiday than eggnog. Shit. And then you got like, the fight on the lawn of the Murtaugh's house after Gary Busey drives his car into their Christmas tree and crushes their tree and all their presents.
Yep.
That's Christmas. Obviously, it's Christmas.
Right.
From beginning
they have, like,
to end, it is Christmas.
Doesn't and it's been a while since I've seen Lethal Weapon, but doesn't he like choke Gary Busey out with like a cord of Christmas lights at one point?
He does, and he gets him into like a fucking leg lock hold, like on the front lawn
raspberries.
while the fire hydrant is
Yeah,
exploding
there's
water
going on.
everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raspberries.
Christmas.
Then they
Still
both shoot him
Christmas, yeah.
simultaneously. It's
Yeah.
pretty great.
It's still fuck it. It's still Christmas. I don't care.
They're talking about like, and there's lights and stuff everywhere, and everyone's out like talking about the Christmas spirit and shit. And plus, Riggs is suicidal. There's nothing more Christmas than suicide. Oh God, did I get dark there? I got dark there.
Ooh,
Well,
that was dark even for me.
We care. Please call if you.
There's a number.
There's
We'll
a
get it
number.
for you.
It's somewhere.
Too much.
Back it up. Back it up.
Pull it back. But no, my wife and I are sitting there, and she's like, "This isn't a Christmas movie. Just because it takes place during Christmas doesn't make it a Christmas film." I'm like, listen to this fucking soundtrack. Like, it's literally a Christmas film.
Wait.
It's just it's a Christmas film for dudes.
I mean, any movie that all the Christmas movies are only Christmas movies because they take time during Christmas.
And
Otherwise,
some of them
it's just be
are
a
about
creepy
Santa.
old man touching little kids. I mean, whatever. It's still all the reason it's good is because
Come
it's
sit
Christmas.
on my lap.
Right. Like Miracle on 34th Street is only good because it's a Christmas time. You get an old man talking like Christmassy stuff. You'd be like, you're creepy. Go away.
Okay.
Interesting thing about Miracle on 34th Street, technically it starts during Thanksgiving.
Right.
Then it goes to Christmas. And so it's both.
Real quick, because I looked up the soundtrack. The soundtrack to this movie has Jingle Bell Rock, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Silent Night, The First Noel, Deck the Halls, Jingle Bells.
All the traditional Christmas songs.
Yeah, and then also, Bad to the Bone.
Lethal Weapon is a great Christmas film, and it's one, and it's a departure of your typical Christmas fare. It's no Polar Express, but if you want to watch a good Coke deal and some gunfire and like a really great buddy cop film, Lethal Weapon belongs on your Christmas holiday list for films to
Aren't
watch.
Yeah.
most of the Lethal Weapon films around Christmas time?
No, just the
just
first
the
one
first
is
one.
considered a Christmas film. The
Which
rest
one?
is just a continuation of the buddy cop
Yeah.
story.
Which one do they make the Christmas tree and they hang the condoms on it for his daughter's commercial?
That's a
It's-
good point. Actually, that is the second
That's the
film.
second-
That's
I
the
don't
one
know
with the
if
South
it's-
Africans.
I think it's just a tree of condoms, like not a Christmas tree, just a
Okay.
tree of condoms. Because
Oh,
her-
you know what?
because
Tim's
her daughter's-
actually right.
because there's a scene where like her daughter or his daughter, sorry, is doing a commercial and they make a big deal
Rihanna.
about it,
Yeah.
and it's a
Condoms.
condom
Yeah.
commercial. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's just a tree of condoms.
And he told the whole precinct to watch it.
but yeah, Riggs did.
Yeah.
not Murtaugh.
Riggs told everyone to watch it. And Murtaugh was like, don't tell anyone. He's like, oh, sure.
Yeah, whatever.
And then they make a condom tree.
Yeah,
Dude, Mel Gibson went fucking nuts after The Passion, but I love old Mel Gibson
Yeah.
movies. The Road Warrior is great, and Lethal Weapon will always have a special place in my heart.
I love all
So-
four movies.
And
I'm not
Happy
gonna lie.
Holidays.
Every 5-6 years, he comes back and tries to be normal again. And then he just ends up spewing the same hatred and all that other crap. And it's like, no, go away. You're
He's
not
like-
better. You're not better.
Yeah,
He's like my dad. He just kind of got old and weird and mean, and you just gotta like.
So he's Andy.
Yeah.
Touche.
So yeah,
So you're saying there's a chance.
So one of my big hidden holiday films, Lethal Weapon. Love it. If you don't remember, you could go check it out. You'll see. Geeks are right about this.
I love
So
it.
what do you guys bring to the the holiday table?
Well,
the
Andy's
feast?
raising
Andy, what do
his
you
hand.
guys?
So let's go.
Yes, Andy. What are you?
that was
My
just
favorite
Lord.
Christmas movie growing up, Gremlins.
Oh, yeah.
Gremlins is a Christmas movie because it starts off, Gizmo is a Christmas present.
Yes, he is.
It takes place during Christmas. The gremlins come out of a Christmas tree.
Mhm.
They
It's
attack
just,
the mom in the scene with the Christmas tree. Yep.
The one creepy song. Do you hear what I hear?
yeah.
Do you hear what I hear?
There's Christmas music throughout.
They're in like the kitchen, popping out of like.
I mean, it's just where you were saying Lethal Weapon holds a place. Like Gremlins is mine. Like Gremlins was that first. Like as a kid, you're like, ooh, this is scary, but I like this.
The Gremlins go to the movies on Christmas,
They do.
which is like a big American tradition. Going to the movies on Christmas Day, you go to the theater and you see a flick. Like the Gremlins do that. They go see Snow White. And I feel like Gremlins is awesome. Gremlins is also kind of like a PSA, like it's not kosher to give pets as a gift on Christmas.
Right.
No.
Some things
Yeah.
can go wrong, and you don't even know. Like, don't feed it after midnight. And the chicken scene. Dude,
Oh
like,
yeah, the chicken scene.
ugh, they're gross.
And they all jump in the pool.
Oh yeah, the pool was actually really like this was like a really Gremlins are like I think we talked about this in a previous episode. I don't like the Critters types movies,
Yeah.
but Gremlins doesn't like frighten me.
No,
'Cause-
they're cool. They're cool.
I mean, the one that flashed is really funny with like the little trench coat.
Yeah.
Where do you
Yeah.
find such a little trench coat?
Where they all find their clothes.
Well, they only in the first one, the only one who really had clothes was the trench coat one. The rest were just dicks.
What
And,
about
dicks
wasn't
out.
there like the weird female gremlin?
That's in 2.
That's
that
Gremlins
too?
2, the
Okay.
new batch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember Spike.
Is that-
Spike had the haircut.
First one's called Stripe in the Gremlins one, where he had a hair based mohawk.
Yeah.
In the second one, it is Spike. That's the actual like reptilian
Yeah.
thing. God damn, I know way too much about Gremlins.
You should know.
For-
it's all about gremlins.
For a movie that spoops you out. With
I
critters.
mean, Critters is way worse than Gremlins. Gremlins is more fun. Gremlins is a fun
right.
film. Critters is not a fun fucking movie, and also
Fair.
not holiday based. So
Yeah,
fuck
right.
Critters. Was Critters, Andy? Was Critters 2 a holiday film too? I kind of feel like it was.
Gremlins
maybe.
2?
Gremlins 2 of the new batch. I think it's a Christmas movie also, but it's in
I think
New
they're
York.
both Christmas movies. They both happen around Christmas. Just the second one happens like in a news studio more than it does like personal home.
I think. Oh, what about the scene in the Gremlins when they're terrorizing the town and they're being they're the choir outside the crazy old lady's house.
Mm-hmm. They're caroling.
Gizmo driving around in the Barbie Corvette.
A big holiday gift that
It
year,
was.
I believe.
I
Yeah,
was
Gremlins
highly
is fun.
disappointed when my sister had one and I realized it was not electronic. It did not go on its own. And I was like, movie lied to me.
In retrospect, Gremlins is about like cultural appropriation also because Billy's dad steals Gizmo without the old Chinese man's permission.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm gonna sell you can get everything's for sale in your culture. It's like, no, that's not for sale. It's like I'm gonna steal it. Like, you guys got what you deserved. When crazy old Chinese man in opium tells you not to take his rat, don't take the rat. You leave the rat alone.
He's so cute though.
Is Gizmo cute? I mean, I
Yes.
guess in some
Yes.
from
Yes.
okay.
Gizmo was cute.
Mogwai.
Mogwai.
Nightlight, MTV.
He didn't have a lot of rules, and everyone broke them all.
It was like 3 rules.
There's 3 rules.
Like, don't feed him after midnight, don't get him wet, and no bright lights.
Isn't it
all
always
broken
First night.
immediately.
First night.
isn't there a line in a new batch where they like talk about the after midnight rule? Like, isn't it always after midnight? And like, what if you're flying over time zones and then like you get kicked back like to right before midnight? Is it okay to feed them then? Like, these rules are arbitrary and bullshit. I mean, the water one's the one you should really be worried about.
Well, obviously.
The other two, it's like you're fucked kind of no matter. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
I wonder what gremlin tastes like when you think about it. Like, if it's good and you can like make them like multiply with water, then
Endless food supply.
yeah, you could solve world hunger.
That probably tastes
Just
like
can't serve it during the
they probably
day.
taste like lizard, I would imagine. If you've ever eaten
Gross.
like
I mean-
iguana or some sort of lizard.
I haven't, nor will I.
Maybe alligator.
Does a Mogwai taste different than a green
It's probably
evil
tenderer.
gremlin?
Probably tenderer.
I don't know. I mean, I've tasted alligator jerky. That's all I got.
I'm
Close
gonna call Pete
Jerky.
on you.
Alligator jerky.
Yeah.
Finger quotes.
I've always heard there was
Think
a
quote the shit out
third
of it.
Gremlins movie in the works. Is there any
I have no idea.
No,
momentum on that?
I have not heard anything about
Nah.
Gremlins since the second one.
Yeah, and what the second one was.
Well, like 20 plus years ago.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the year. I want to say it was like 89 or something like that.
I
Oh,
like
90.
that Gremlin.
90.
90.
That Gremlin was cute. Anyway,
I didn't eat green jello for a long time because the way when they shoved them in the paper shredder.
I mean, definitely for like a holiday film, Gremlins is up there. Good luck getting like a significant other who doesn't like scary movies to watch
It's not
that though.
that scary.
No. I mean, anybody, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, the tree scene is a little intense. I wouldn't say it's like frightening, but I mean, imagine like the tree falling on you and like razor sharp, like little mutant lizard things just claw at you until there's like nothing
They
left.
put one in a microwave.
That was
And they
That's
it
pretty
would
gross.
explode.
The fucking truck through the house and they're just laughing as they run people over. Like, that's not fun. When they shoot the lady off of her like assisted
Her
living chair.
That's
That's like they murdered the Gremlins, killed people, bro. Like they're fucking murderers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an intense film. Good job, Steven Spielberg, dick. Made me afraid on Christmas. Oh, and let's talk about the scene near the end when Billy and Gizmo and Billy's girlfriend, whose name I can never remember.
She's the girl. She's
She's in the bank.
Phoebe
She works at the
Phoebe
bank.
Cates. There you go. Phoebe
Thank you.
Cates.
So they're talking about like, you know, like they're running and the Gremlins have like wrecked the town. And she starts talking about like the Christmas that her dad committed suicide.
Yeah, that got dark.
That is a dark fucking movie. When you're a kid, you're like, man, she had a sad Christmas. What was she talking about? Then you're like 20 and you're like, holy fuck.
I watched that when I was 5.
Holy shit. Thanks, mom and dad.
No wonder I'm. Oh, never mind. We'll talk about that.
Fucking boomers. What? All right. Well, Gremlins, definitely a Christmas film. Is it a good idea? Check your family.
Yes. Yes.
Check the room.
Right.
Before you
Know your audience first.
Good call.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
Next.
so
I got one.
You got one?
I got one. I got a good one.
What'd you bring?
All right.
What you got? What'd you got?
Die Hard.
I mean, Die Hard is a classic Christmas
It is,
film.
a classic Christmas film.
If somebody says it's not, you punch them in the throat.
Well, that's a little intense, but yes, maybe not assault the person, but maybe gently explain to them.
No, you assault that person.
Now I have a machine gun.
Yes.
Ho,
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho. That line alone, that scene alone, makes it a Christmas film. Bam.
Bam.
It's a Christmas party.
Yeah.
It takes
It's at
place
a
at a fucking
Christmas
Christmas
party.
party
Yeah.
in the Nakatomi Plaza. It's legit. It is all Christmas. And like there's the music playing from like his fucking limo driver.
Yeah. Christmas. All about Christmas. Yeah, he has like he has a Santa hat on the dead guy.
Yeah.
It
It takes place. I think it's on.
well, it's a
takes
Christmas
place on
party.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's a Christmas party at the
Is it?
building.
Oh, for some
Yeah.
reason I thought it was like Christmas.
Well,
Eve.
it is like it's their holiday party.
Yeah, it's actually Christmas Eve
Oh,
at the Nakatomi Plaza.
And then Carl
Legit.
comes and saves the day.
Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow.
Always. Fucking my hero, my dude.
I tell you, man, like it makes watching Family Matters like really like difficult because then you like think back like the reason his character in Die Hard was like but he was a beat cop because he shot a kid by accident. He had like a ray gun. He had a ray gun, could have been real. He was in the dark. Like, oh man,
that goddamn
like-
Urkel kid.
finds out it was Steve Urkel and it was and like Carl just like is the most corrupt cop ever.
Goddamn Urkel. I mean, Carl saves him not once but twice.
I know.
Saves him in Die Hard 2, which also takes place on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Yeah, but Dulles Airport.
Oh, I know. Yeah, and is a far lacking sequel.
I mean, the first one has fucking
I love Vengeance.
Has fucking Snape.
Yeah, just Alan Rickman just chewing scenery.
Hans Gruber is his name.
Hans.
I love Hans Gruber. He's a
I
great
love
villain.
Hans Gruber.
Oh, jeez.
I
Die Hard's amazeballs. Like, and my only problem this year is we watched Die Hard last year, and so I'm fairly certain I've used my Die Hard card for the holidays.
Then go with Die Hard 2. It's Christmas.
I don't really
You don't
want
want
to
to
Die Hard.
burn your one night on Die Hard 2.
Also, like
that. Thank
boy,
you.
like I love the Die Hard franchise, but boy, Die Hard 2 is bad.
Yeah,
not
Die Hard 2 is
They've
hard
made
to
a
watch.
lot
The third
of Die
one,
Hard movies.
Die Hard with a Vengeance is the tits, though.
I love With a Vengeance. I feel like I'm one of the few people that like the fourth one, Live Free or Die Hard.
Was that
Phil disagrees.
Forever Unclean?
Phil disagrees. It's fine. And then the fifth one is just trash.
Unsatisfied.
Which is the one with Timothy Oliphant as the villain in DC?
The fourth one, yeah.
Live Free and Die Hard.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant.
Live Free and just watch the third one.
Yeah.
It's Hans,
Tim,
it's Hans Gruber's brother. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it's Jeremy Irons. Yeah, it was fantastic
Bum,
fucking
bum,
movie.
bum, bum.
But actually the first Die Hard to leave the Christmas theme behind. Only the first two are Christmas. The
Right,
third
yeah.
one,
Right.
and the
3,
rest
4,
just start
5.
walking away from that.
Yeah.
Man, you had a chance, Bruce Willis. You could have had like a giant like holiday franchise on your hands.
God, that'd been so great.
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson too. Oh, would have been
Merry
great.
fucking Christmas, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Yeah, come down.
Tired of
It's
these
a party.
motherfucking terrorists and my motherfucking Christmas.
Wrote
be
it,
great.
written, done. Cut it, ship it.
Tim, do you have any sleeper Christmas hit films for
I
us?
have one that I completely forgot takes place like around the Christmas holiday because I think it starts on Thanksgiving and ends on New Year's. Trading Places.
Oh,
Love it.
100% a Christmas film.
Yeah.
Love it.
No doubt.
Trading
Dan
Places.
Aykroyd
Yeah.
dresses like fucking Santa Claus
Yes,
and then
yes.
like ruins the fucking banquet.
Trying to put Coke on the
We just started watching that 2 nights ago.
Trading Places.
Yeah. And it's so good. That is classic Eddie Murphy. That's when Eddie was good. Dan Aykroyd was good. It was
Yeah.
so good. I mean, that whole opening, well, not opening scene, but very early in the film when the police officers approach Eddie Murphy and they finally pick him up off that thing and he stands up. He's like, I can stand.
I got legs. I can see. I
It's
got
a Christmas miracle.
Oh man, the scene in Coming to America when the guys who like take
Yes.
advantage of him, they have like a little cameo there. Like
We're back.
We're back. Mortimer. We're back. I love that movie. I kind of feel like there's not enough Christmas in it though. There's like a couple scenes, but I know,
Yeah.
you know what? Screw that. Him and Jamie Lee Curtis, Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis decorate the fucking hooker's apartment
Yeah.
for the
Yep.
holidays. That counts. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Holiday
Well,
movie.
I mean, also, like I said earlier, he's trying to put Coke in his like ex-employer's
No,
jacket.
he's trying to frame Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's right. He's trying to frame Eddie Murphy, but he's
This
dressed
man
as
is a
Santa
drug
doing
dealer?
it.
There's a movie, Who Framed Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd.
Please.
Who put the tranny hooker in Eddie Murphy's car?
Yeah, that's a funny one too. Like that's one you can enjoy with the whole family. I mean, there's nothing fucked up about Trading Places, right?
I don't think. I mean, outside of drugs
bad.
and killing people.
And hookers.
Eating the raw salmon in the subway car.
Ugh. through a beer, through a shitty can of beer.
Yeah.
That's why is that the gross part for me? Like not the eating of the salmon he took, but like the fact that he's like
Just- he's
eating
got
like
the
fake
beards.
hair.
The two old guys in the beginning give their one of their butlers his Christmas bonus, and it's $5.
Maybe
then
I'll go to the movies.
He's
by
by
myself.
myself. He's like, hey, half of that's from me. Jeez.
Racist. I'll say it. I'll throw the R word out. That's racist.
There is an MCU film set during Christmas,
There is.
and it is one that none of us like.
Iron Man 3.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's Shane Black, and Shane Black has to do everything on Christmas. Lethal Weapon.
Yep.
Iron Man 3.
Do you know, Andy, do you know how I knew that it was Iron Man 3 from your intro? It's because you said none of us like it.
None
of us.
None of us.
We don't.
Well, I mean,
There's no well.
I don't hate it.
You should.
I mean, it's not the greatest thing. They ruin the Iron Legion. They ruin Hulkbuster. They do a lot of bad things. It's not the worst, but
You know what I want for Christmas? I want an actual Mandarin.
yeah, that I still to this day do not understand. I'm hoping one day he'll come back and it's all a ruse, but like,
yeah.
I mean, something like,
They alluded to it in the short.
Yeah. One of the funnier things about that movie, to me at least, is that when he gets rid of the chest plate at the end of 3, and Shane Black didn't really tell anyone that he was doing that, and Joss Whedon sees Iron Man 3 for the first time and goes, "What the fuck do I do with that?" Because he's come up with the story for Age of Ultron,
Right?
Like, you just took away Iron Man from you, dick.
Right. I don't know why they did that. There was
They
that's
just sweep it under the rug, and it's just not.
It's
spoken
never
of
token.
again. Yeah, it's
token
never
talked about.
right. Exactly.
In all the Avengers movies, it's
It's
back
still
on
there.
the chest.
Right. Exactly.
It
He's
didn't,
like,
didn't like
I don't
they
need this.
didn't
Just kidding, just kidding. I knew that.
They didn't fix it in dialogue until Infinity War.
Right.
Right.
They talk about how you put it back for protection.
Which is what, like the 5 years in between?
right.
That's what Shane Black does for the holidays. He just like says, "Fuck all of you. Like I'm going to make this Christmas movie the way I want."
Right.
And-
You took his one thing that makes him Iron
Right.
Man and made him just normal man.
Right.
Man.
Man.
Really smart man.
Drunk man.
You
You made him Iron Man. Now he's Batman without any of the training.
So I was
Right,
just about to say, yeah, you just made him lighter than Batman.
Batman in a tin can.
I mean,
The
Tony
Diet
Stark
Coke
does have
Batman.
good hand-to-hand combat, not Batman style, but like, yeah, you made him a cheap Batman.
Vanilla Coke Batman.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
That suit was awful.
the
Why?
Diet Coke of Batman.
Why did they do the vanilla Coke? Why did they do the vanilla
One
Coke suit?
calorie, not
That was
enough.
so bad.
That suit was awful.
All right. We're getting off track, holiday
Yeah.
kids.
We're still talking about the movie.
Damn it.
I guess. But
Damn
we
it.
don't want to talk about holiday movies we want to watch. Iron Man 3, nobody wants. Even the people who made it don't want to watch that movie again.
Yes. I've got a couple more.
What do you got over there?
Oh shit! Bring them on.
What do you
Keep going.
got?
I'm gonna count this.
What?
I'm gonna count this movie, Rocky 4, because the fight with Dolph Lundgren takes place on Christmas Day.
Does it?
You mean the Rocky fight, not the,
Rocky
Apollo
fight,
Creed
yeah,
fight?
yeah.
Yeah,
Not the
I
Apollo
guess
Creed.
technically that's true, but
I said that more as a joke. I'm not going to
Oh,
defend
okay. Because I'm like,
that choice.
yeah.
I have a list. It's on there.
Yeah.
Rocky 4. Nothing screams Christmas miracle more than seeing David versus Goliath in real life.
I mean,
he gets brain damage from that fight. I consider that pure.
there's nothing good.
Yeah, he's punch drunk. It's a pyrrhic victory.
But
at
yeah,
best.
yeah. I mean, I brought it up more purely for our
Don't
topic.
get Andy doing his Sylvester Stallone impressions again.
Never
God
again.
damn it. The other one that came to mind because we were talking about Shane Black is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Oh yeah. Oh, what fucking Shane Black? What's his deal with Christmas?
That's his.
Dude
that's
loves
just
it.
his.
That's his thing.
Well, he needs to not be his thing. Find a new thing.
He's got his thing.
Pick a new holiday.
Kiss Kiss
Shane.
Bang Bang. What? Can you remind me of that movie?
It's with Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer, where Robert Downey Jr. is a criminal that people think he's an actor. And shoot, now I can't remember. Val Kilmer's like a PI, and there's a murder investigation.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it's good. It's just
Based
it's
upon
been a
that
while.
synopsis.
It's been a while since I've seen it, though. That's why
You're not missing anything.
That's good.
I liked it.
Well, Tim, you're
Uh,
not telling me much.
Well, it's because I haven't seen it in like 4 or 5 years. Came out in 05.
Well, I need more confidence from you about this movie. Think you want to watch
one
it
that
in
we
the holidays?
talked about our last episode.
We did.
Boom, 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 boom. I know what you do.
Batman Returns.
Oh, yeah, Christmas. Yep, yeah.
Yep, we definitely established
Yeah,
that.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, quite.
I'd watch
Hmm.
that. I'd watch that.
Hmm.
Would you?
I would.
Would you?
I would.
Really?
You want to watch Batman just put dynamite down clown's pants?
I would.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Merry Christmas, you fucks.
Jesus.
Also,
Also?
because it does take place in December, Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in December. It's not making. There's other holidays.
Thank you
than
for that.
Christmas.
Thank you for
Or-
that deep sigh, though.
I know. There's other holidays in December besides Christmas.
I'm sorry, I didn't look up Hanukkah ones. Excuse the fuck out of me.
It's right. Do better. Be better.
The big ones that we haven't mentioned that I would say are actually probably the closest to Christmas that is not Christmas movies. Home Alone.
As I say, are we going to mention Home Alone? Because it's like a mainstream Christmas movie.
Yeah, Home Alone and Home Alone 2 both take place during Christmas. I'd say the first one is more.
No, they're both very Christmassy.
Yeah. The
He
second
breaks into a toy store, the second one.
Yeah,
On
damn
Christmas Eve to steal the money.
it. Yeah, damn it.
Damn it.
I have a confession to make. I can't fucking watch Home Alone anymore.
No,
It bores the shit out of me.
I still like it.
Yeah, I
That's
still like it.
fine. It just bore. I can't do it, man. It's just like it's just so low on. I look at it I'm like this every time I'm watching Home Alone. All I'm thinking is like, you fucking people belong in prison.
Well, yeah, they do.
Like,
They go to prison.
Kevin also belongs in prison. Like you're like who taught this child anything? You know, he's so fucking incompetent. He's laissez compétent.
Oh, God.
He can't fucking pick up a goddamn phone. You can't call the cops.
He
You can't-
did call
you
the
can't-
cops.
He didn't do shit.
He
has to
did.
say, like, using his goddamn micro machines as a fucking, like...
No, he called the cops beforehand and didn't go to the door because he was scared.
Yeah, but he did it in the stupidest fucking way possible. Like, this is my address. My name's Murphy. Like, who the fuck's Murphy?
No, that's at the end. There's two different points. In the beginning, they do call the cops.
And the cops
And-
knock.
And the
he
cop
doesn't
knocks.
answer.
He hides under the bed because he's scared still.
I don't give a shit about it. I'm talking about the end when he's fighting the fucking burglars.
Yeah.
The wet bandits. And he's like, this is my address. They're always here. They're breaking my house. My name's Murphy. Like, why'd you give a fake name? He's like, my name's Kevin.
Because he called,
I'm like 11
he wanted
years.
them to go to the house across the street.
This is still bullshit.
It's
I
not, I
don't care.
literally gave you a plausible reason.
Let's also talk about it like the most fucked up thing. Like, look, man, I'm totally cool with you, like not letting them in your house to rob you blind. I'm with you, man. Like, it's your home. You defend your shit. Like, get your BB gun out. Like, your dad doesn't own a real gun, Kevin. Like,
Well, it wasn't even his dad's gun. It was
you got a gun for
Buzz's gun.
that. This is America. He has Buzz's fucking BB gun. But I mean, dude, like, okay. I don't care how fucked. Like, you got insurance, you got home insurance. A house like that, they have home insurance.
Well,
you don't shove a nail through a man's foot. You don't shove a nail through a man's foot. I don't give a
You
fuck
do what you
he's
got to
there
do to
steal.
live.
They weren't going to kill him until he fucking shoved a nail through their
You
foot.
don't know
And
what they were gonna do to him.
flamethrowered, and he flamethrowered fucking Joe Pesci. And then they also did the fucking, like, the goddamn doorknob on the hand.
To be honest, they had it coming.
Did they?
They kept going. They could have stopped at any point.
They're not mass murderers, and he fucking like deformed them. He like physically, permanently. The
So
goddamn
if you
fucking
want to talk
movie,
about the
he
bullshit in
shows
this
him
movie,
the
okay,
M.
there's only two things that are bullshit in this movie, okay? A, what the fuck does Kevin's dad do to own that house?
Oh, he's got to be on Wall Street.
Because that house is like ridiculous, and he paid for his entire family to go on a trip
yo, Kevin's dad
France.
is called a
Not
condom,
not
bro.
once, but twice.
to France, like overseas.
Yeah.
It's called
Secondly,
a vasectomy.
there's so many things that should have killed these men during this movie.
So
The ice on the fucking staircase
Yeah, falling down
would
the
have
steps,
paralyzed Mark.
iron smashing your skull, entire full paint buckets landing on you,
Smashing
crushing
you
you.
in the face.
The pipe smashing you in the face.
the bricks from like a
No,
four from a
that's
4
two.
story.
That's two. We're talking about one.
Oh, excuse me. I thought we were lumping them all together.
No.
Tim's got a point though. The fucking bricks. That's fucking.
Oh,
like,
I
you
know.
can kill a person.
There's like they actually do a I forget who does this, like a fan fiction film or whatever, and they do it as in real gore, like what would have actually happened to them.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what kind of person does a fanfic of Home Alone?
Right? They want to like show like what actually
It's
would
not a
happen,
slash.
what kind of actual
Okay, then,
injuries they
okay.
would have.
Like a 1,000 Ways to Die Home Alone.
Right,
Okay,
edition.
exactly.
then I can get behind that.
Accurate.
Yeah, so like
yeah,
that's the bullshit part of the movie. The other stuff, I'm like, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a fun movie. Like, but you're like, okay, what's he do to afford all this? Is he in the mob? It's in Chicago. Is he in the
Right.
mob?
The fucking micro machines to me, like, don't get me wrong, I get it. Ha ha. You step on your kids' micro machines, they sure fucking hurt. But like, as an actual deterrent, like, you telling me you're gonna break into a house, you don't look down when you
There's so
step
many
into the
times they
fucking
could have
window.
looked down.
These are the worst. I
Like
mean,
the
granted, I guess
bulbs.
it's supposed to be funny because they're the worst fucking bandits ever. I get that.
Yeah.
But for God's sakes, like, you raise a child. Kevin's not a fucking toddler here. We're not talking about like a 4-year-old who can't like tie his own fucking shoe. We're talking about a kid that like speaks in complete sentences and goes to school and like knows his own phone number. Like, as a parent, you have failed Kevin because you have not taught Kevin that if you are ever in a situation, it is okay to call the police. They're not gonna like. You don't have to be scared of the cops. They don't arrest 9-year-olds, moron.
Well, to be fair,
You
the
don't
one
know that.
guy did dress as a cop, so maybe he was still scared that the cop that would come would be the bad one.
He looked, he saw the cop. Maybe he knew. Okay, all right. Sweeney, you know way too much about Home Alone.
I
right
do.
now.
I know all about Home Alone,
The-
sir.
Yeah. The hilarious torture of Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern aside, the reason that I didn't count this in our topic, Home Alone and Home Alone 2, is that like you don't see marathons of Lethal Weapon, of trading places around Christmas time, but you do for Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Right, and
Yeah,
that's why I
it's
asked
kind
if
of
you were
like
going to
a
mention
more-
it. Right, I was going to say like it's a very mainstream Christmas movie.
Right.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I just didn't count it like in the same way of like I wouldn't count like Christmas Vacation in this topic because like you see them all the time
But
around Christmas and
True,
Thanksgiving.
I would say that, but like Christmas isn't in the title of the movie. It's definitely not like
I get it.
It's a little bit more
proclaimed.
irreverent than most like holiday classics,
Right,
yeah,
though.
I
It's,
get
it's
it.
more
I-
about like
Right.
murdering 2 assholes who try to break into your house
Right.
as opposed to like celebrating the holiday season.
But then his
Like-
neighbor gets to reunite with his son. It's beautiful.
Ugh.
I know everything about
What-
Home Alone.
No, I
You know,
mean,
whenever-
I mean that I was just getting into why I didn't really. Me personally, why
Why
it
it wouldn't have been up there? Yeah,
topic.
it is universally known as a Christmas movie.
Right.
I still like to think about the end of Home Alone. I still like to pretend that he actually does put the bodies of people in his salt when he salt, like the old man that you were talking about. Like I like to think that Kevin actually did befriend a mass murderer.
Well, they would get along,
that's
wouldn't
it.
they?
Yeah, they sure would. They're both sociopaths. Like I honestly, whether or not I got arrested for B&E, I would still in court say, "Look what this kid did to me. I'm suing for physical and mental distress." Like
Unless you have
damaged.
what's the law in Florida?
Stand your ground.
No, there's a castle law. Castle law.
Like a man's home is his castle.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
cannot. If you come on my property, I have every right to do whatever I want to you.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's a man though. We're not talking about a minor. I'm suing the fuck out of Kevin's dad for what he did. Like if I have a permanent M on my fucking palm and I can never grow hair again,
Well, he couldn't
you
anyway.
bet your
It's
ass
Joe
somebody's
Pesci.
getting
Come
a
on.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's
He was
fucking
already
mean.
born.
You laughing at me?
So-
What am I, a fucking clown? I'm here to fucking amuse you? You leave poor Joe Pesci and his receding hairline alone.
There is a obscure one that you can sit down and watch with your significant other.
Uh-huh.
Go on.
You've Got Mail.
That is technically a Christmas film.
It is.
But then again,
Christmas
that film
in
takes
New
place.
York.
That film takes place over like a 6-month
Right.
period,
By
almost
the
a
time they
year.
meet up in New York and everything, it is the holidays.
Okay. Also, are you signed at Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks is a national treasure.
Oh, I love You've Got Mail.
I hate You Got Mail.
Yo, dude, I've watched it like 3 times this year, thanks to my whiff. So- I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's a good romance. And Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, they've been amazing since Joe versus the Volcano.
Right.
Love it.
I'd watch a
Never
fourth
gonna hate.
collaboration with them.
So I think of their work, Sleepless in Seattle is the one I've watched the least.
Yeah. Same.
Never seen
I
it.
don't know. Is there any Christmassy shit in that one?
No, like I think it's just like cold in New York.
That's
But
what
I don't think it's like
that's what I was trying to think about.
or Christmas time.
Seattle.
Or
Seattle.
It's Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle from New York.
sorry,
the fucking title.
I'm fault. My bad.
Oh man,
I
yeah,
was
no, I'm
thinking
with
of,
you.
I was thinking the same thing about Serendipity. Is that Christmas time?
Yeah, my sister-in-law tried to convince me to watch that with my wife, and I was like, "Look, there's so much of this saccharine sweet shit. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
There's like 3 types of Christmas movies. You've got like your typical like it's about Santa going on an adventure Christmas film, and then you got like everyone's getting together for the holidays and family hijinks and shit.
Mhm.
And then you've got like it's a Christmas film, but it ain't got shit to do with Christmas.
Right.
And those are the ones I really love, like because that's like. Because that means I can be like a big bah humbug Ebenezer Scrooge motherfucker during the holidays and still watch like a non-Christmas movie. Like for example, tonight on Netflix, there's a film that's out with Kurt Russell. It's called Christmas Chronicles, and it's done by the guys who did fucking Harry Potter. And the premise is, it's like Red Sleigh Down. I don't even know how to explain it.
My mom will not stop talking about that movie.
Yeah, it's basically Kurt Russell plays Santa Claus. Don't get me, I don't know how he's still got the beard from Hateful Eight. So good for you, buddy. And his sleigh, like, he crashes and like the reindeer escape, and these 2 kids who jumped on the sleigh have to like help him get through Chicago to save Christmas.
I mean,
That's the kind of shit that I'm like, is this fucking crap over with?
Right.
But then I got like Bad Santa, and I'm like, I can't get a fucking nut.
Right. Bad Santa's good.
yeah.
Bad Santa, Elf. But
And
those are
Elf
movies
funny
that
as
everyone
fuck.
would expect to see around the holidays.
Exactly.
Nightmare
These are
Before
still
Christmas.
overtly holiday
Yeah.
films. They're just irreverent holiday
I
films.
was like Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas film that's wrapped in a Halloween wrapper.
It's technically both.
Right.
You can watch that during Halloween or during
right,
Christmas.
like it's like a either or.
It's
both.
acceptable in both circles. but then you take a movie like we were talking about, like Die Hard and Lethal Weapon, and these are movies that are they are in the most superficial sense of Christmas
Right.
film, and what they really are is a fucking action-packed movie for bros to basically convince your wife, like, let's go see a Christmas movie.
I mean, there-
40 people died.
another one that I just found that I completely forgot about because it is a trash movie and don't ever watch it. Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck and Gary Sinise and Charlize Theron. It is
I've seen
It is
Reindeer Games.
terrible.
I wouldn't watch
The-
that movie if you
The
paid
list
me.
I'm looking at, I never saw this movie, but they're saying Go.
Yes, Go
Go.
takes place during is at a rave at Christmas.
Yeah.
Says no one dies on Christmas, but in the spirit of things, it's nice to find a compromise in letting bygones be bygones, like getting shot in the arm.
I
Yeah.
completely
Katie
forgot.
Holmes is in that movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
It's pretty awesome. Like if you, it actually would probably fall in the vein of what we're talking about. It's got nothing to do with Christmas, but it takes place during the holidays.
Yeah, I completely forgot that movie takes place on Christmas. I think like Chris
Go.
Pine's in it too. Probably.
Yeah, it's got a pretty amazing cast, except for Jay. What's his name? God, what the hell is that fucking blonde haired? Oh, Scott Wolf's in it.
Jay.
What is that?
Jay,
No,
Scott
but
Wolf.
he's opposite of Jay Moore. Jay Moore.
Jay Moore.
Jay Moore and Scott Wolf. And then you got
Scott
Katie
Wolf.
Holmes. Scott fucking Wolf.
Yeah, I'm looking up the IMDb right now for it.
I'll never forgive that motherfucker for
No.
Double Dragon. I
Oh,
won't do
Timothy
it.
Olyphant's in it.
Phil, this is right up your alley. Something that it's not a movie, but it started as a video Christmas card. South Park,
Oh God, yes, yeah, of course it did.
the
South Park,
Mr.
like,
Hanky the Christmas Poo episode. Like you have to watch that one on Christmas.
I actually, when my wife cannot watch South Park, she hates the voices, which is really fucked up because every now and then she's like, "Respect my authority," and I'm like, "You don't get to quote
Yeah,
that.
no.
You don't get to hate on South Park and then quote one of the best episodes of South Park."
Right.
Charlatan. I love you, honey. Sorry. No, but when I have like me time during the holidays, I marathon like all the Christmas episodes of South Park, like
Right.
Let's Lay Down, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Poo, all the follow-ups to Mr. Hanky, and then you got like there's a bunch of my favorite is Woodland Critter Christmas,
That's a good one.
Blood Orgy.
Yeah, Red Sleigh Down's probably my favorite one.
That one's all right. I like that one. It's super fucked up and
I mean,
Is that the one with the poo-choo train?
yeah. Poo-choo trains coming down the tracks with a poo-choo
All the way
and
and
back. Poo-choo train is my favorite thing as we laugh and ride and we sing and
I mean, I mean, it's animated. I'll always watch Simpsons Roasted on an Open Fire, the first episode of The Simpsons.
Was that when they find Santa's little helper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Santa's little
It's the
helper.
pilot.
Mhm.
Simpsons and I have a love-hate relationship.
I'll still watch
Simpsons
early
has-
Simpsons. I don't really care.
Simpsons hasn't been good since the fucking movie.
That's what I said. I'll still watch early Simpsons.
do you consider? I mean, every Harry Potter has Christmas in it.
Not everyone.
Most of them, I think, do.
The first one definitely, not the second. The third one also kind of glosses over the holidays a little bit. There's snow, but they don't really talk about Christmas. The Yule Ball in
Yeah.
Goblet of Fire is really the big holiday
Right.
Harry Potter shit. After that, it's kind
Yeah,
of
after
like
that, they kind of go dark.
they definitely don't do shit like that on Deathly Hallows.
Right.
I think it's mentioned barely in dialogue in the book
Yeah.
because they're like constantly on the run in the woods and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christmas it serves a purpose in the really early ones, but
Well, the first
I wouldn't
part of
consider
Deathly
Christmas
Hallows, they still have Christmas because it's at the Weasleys.
The fucked up thing is ABC Family Channel seems to think that all the Harry Potter movies are Christmas movies.
Right, they do. They all mention
I mean-
some Christmas, but not. I wouldn't consider those Christmas movies.
No.
They add them to 31 Days of Christmas or whatever the fuck
They
they
do,
do.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll watch them. I enjoy the movies. I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
enjoy
don't
the
consider
movies
them
too.
to be.
that's I said Jesus Christ.
but they
about
have
is
like
that-
they do have like the holiday moments in them.
yeah, but that doesn't make it a holiday movie.
No, it doesn't.
My irreverent holiday go-to, and I'm probably gonna get lambasted for this, is 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
One, I'm an old school Sandler fan.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I love old school Sandler and like his old school Sandler humor with the squad. And I'm talking like the main Sandler squad
Right.
with like Rob Schneider and fucking like goddamn
Only nameable ones. Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. Don't forget Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is a camera.
South Park reference, awesome. No, I like that movie because one, I like the Hanukkah song, and 8 Crazy Nights is an animated holiday film that's both irreverent, it's funny, and it's for everybody of whatever denomination. So it's like you can celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever the fuck you
Right.
celebrate,
Right.
and there's a little something in it for you in 8 Crazy Nights. Like, I'm the kind of guy who hates the holidays, so I drink them all away. That's me. I mean, it opens up with him fucking like squeezing an old lady's melons. Like it's.
No.
Have you seen Eight Crazy Nights?
I actually went and saw it in
British.
theater, I think, when
Yeah.
it came out.
It's been since it came out, since I've watched it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if
It's
there's
your
any other
typical-
Sandler movies that are Christmas themed.
I mean, it's your typical asshole gets redeemed during the holidays film.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
not
like, what, like Family Man kind of thing.
oh my god! So I got to watch that today.
Oh,
Oh,
did you?
And I
Yeah.
have never seen Nicolas Cage's and Téa Leone's Family Man
Yeah.
before. I've never seen it before. And my wife was like, "This is a good one. I really love this film." I'm like, "All right, dear, it's your turn to pick. So here we go." And let me tell you something. This movie, while good on the surface, is secretly bad. And here's why.
Here's why.
It is a complete ripoff of It's a Wonderful Life mixed with Scrooge.
Right.
Yeah.
And the worst part is like maybe like 20 minutes of the movie, maybe an hour of the movie is in the alternate reality where he'd like, pick the family life
Yeah.
as opposed to becoming a Wall Street
Right.
stock market banker. But at the end of the movie, he goes back to the shitty reality,
Right.
the real world. And he tries to like turn it into like the next Family Man reality. But in the process, he ends up shooting himself in the dick and fucking up his own career and the career of the woman he loved in the other reality.
Right.
Because she gives up like taking over the firm in Paris. He fucks up that major deal and doesn't go to Aspen. So his job's fucked. And they end up having a cup of coffee at an airport. And it's like, and that's that. And the credits roll. And I'm like, this is the worst Christmas movie ever. No wonder people are suicidal during the holidays. This is fucked up, bro. Like at least the end of It's a Wonderful Life, he's like, yes, Clarence, oh, with angels and wings, and
Right.
look at my kids. And but at the end of this movie, like Nicolas Cage is like, we're fucked. Let's have coffee.
I mean, at
In
least
the
in
middle of the night in
Scrooge,
an
I mean,
airport.
he ends up being a good person.
Yeah, and he sings an awesome song with a whole lot of cool people.
Right.
Like, think of your fellow man. This movie didn't suck. But Family Man, I really wanted to get into it because Nicolas Cage, he's
was
done some good shit.
What was the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Jingle all the way.
There you go. Yeah.
That is an overtly, obviously,
That
a
is
Christmas
overtly
film. It's in the
Christmas,
It
yeah.
is definitely a Christmas film. It is a good one, also irreverent, but fucking fun.
That's fun.
What about The
Sinbad.
Godfather?
Is that a Christmas movie?
There's
I don't
there's
consider
a
it a
scene
Christmas
during
film.
Christmas.
Oh, well, that.
Yeah, and it starts off at a wedding, so it's a wedding film, Andy. You see how that works? Like,
See how that works?
it goes back to my
Shitty.
Rocky IV argument that didn't exist.
yeah.
Mean
And-
Girls has a Christmas scene.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't get the poop. No, just because, see, this is the problem. When you take slice of life movies, there's going to be a holiday at some point.
Right.
At some point.
That isn't, we're talking, okay, so like it can't be in the same vein as like Die Hard
Yeah.
and Lethal Weapon. Because these are movies that are like, Christmas is in your face, but it's got absolutely
Right.
nothing
Oh.
to do with the holiday.
Oh, never mind that. No, I was thinking of something. I was trying to think of comedies that take place on Christmas, and Meet the Parents does.
Yes. Yes.
I believe so.
It's either Christmas or Thanksgiving
Yeah,
because one family is Jewish.
or maybe it takes place during
That's
Hanukkah.
that's Meet the Fockers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Meet the Fockers does. Okay.
Yes. Meet the Parents is not holiday related. Meet the Fockers is.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of then.
I can't stand Meet the Parents, and I love De Niro, and I just can't stand the fucking
When that movie came out, I loved it, and so many people I watched it so many times that I just got tired of it.
I
gives
think
me
I've seen it like
anxiety.
3
I've never-
times. That's it.
I can't watch it. I can't watch any of them.
I can't watch.
The whole time I'm watching Meet the Parents, all I'm thinking is like, dude, Ben Stiller, just fucking get up and leave,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Like you lost your bag. Your woman isn't standing up for you in any way, shape, or form against her asshole of a father. Your whole family's abusing you, and you literally like you fucked up with the milking a cat thing. It's just time to walk away and like burn this bridge, move on. And no, what does he do? He just keeps going, and it's like stop,
Yeah.
please stop.
It's classic goofball tries to impress.
Yo, if my significant other's father tried to submit me to a fucking polygraph exam,
Yeah,
we'd have a problem.
Get out.
I would literally be like, hold on a second. You get your father, you get him right now. I'm not dealing with this shit. But no, that never takes place. Not once does she like stand up like, this is my man. His name is Gaylord Fokker, and you're going to leave him alone. No, she just lets him like, hey, you're fucked. My parents are dicks. No, that movie gives me anxiety the whole time. I'm like, why are you in this relationship, Ben Stiller? Why?
It's not the best movie, but we were talking about other Christmas movies with Adam Sandler, and there's one I completely forgot about called Mixed Nuts.
I've never heard of this.
I've never heard of
What's
that
Adam
movie.
Sandler in it?
It is a Nora Ephron movie. It's around like a crisis hotline business on like right around Christmas, and it's got Steve Martin, Madeline Kahn, Adam Sandler. I think Liev Schreiber's in it. Juliette Lewis is in it. Rob Reiner's in it.
I've never heard of this movie.
Jon Stewart's in it.
So this is a Christmas film.
Yeah, well, it takes place
And
like around
literally
Christmas.
Every single one of these actors is not
It's
a celebrator of Christmas.
It is not the best movie because I remember watching it and going like, this should be a lot funnier with this cast. And on IMDb, it has a 5.4 and a credit or a Metascore critic rating of 14. So it's not the best movie. However, the poster of it is Steve Martin with a Santa hat on.
Is Bringing Out the Dead a Christmas film
Bring out your dead.
God, I don't
with
know.
Nicolas Cage?
Bring out your dead.
But yeah, because I remember being younger and going like, this movie should be a lot better than it is with this cast, and it's not.
Oof. Well, man, maybe there's a reason I haven't seen it because it would ruin my opinions of Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I've never heard of this
yeah,
movie.
Just kidding. He did that himself.
Yeah.
With Punch Drunk Love.
Oh man, I dislike Punch Drunk Love so much.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, sorry. Gary Shandling's in it too.
Oy vey.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like all of these people where I'm just like,
Didn't he die?
No, Gary Shandling's alive.
no, Gary Shandling's he passed away like 2 years ago.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
He
Yeah.
had a
I'm just kidding. I'm not really that attached to Gary.
he had a heart
Shandling.
thing.
All right.
What about
Oh,
the?
heart-
What about
I'm thinking-
speaking of other Jewish men making movies about Christmas?
You.
The Night Before.
Oh,
Seth
God,
Rogen.
Yeah. God, I do like that movie a lot.
And you know what? That I think. I mean, yeah, it takes place during Christmas, but it's got nothing to do with the holidays. It is about three good friends, like getting their shit back together, like just trying to like figure out their lives. So yeah, Night Before, good call. That's a fun one too because I love that Michael Shannon shows up and he's like the weed dealer, but he also throws the giant party.
Yes,
that they all go to. That's a good one. Seth Rogen is fucking awesome.
Seth Rogen. I didn't know how to segue into that, but that was it.
Night Before. Yeah, why not? We got that in our voodoo, Andy. If you haven't seen it, you should watch The Night Before.
No, it's
need to.
excellent.
About a silent night, deadly night.
Yeah.
How about Krampus?
Right, like start naming Christmas horror movies.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
Jesus Christ. It is Christmas.
It has Christmas in the name.
We can go with like sappy movies like
The Passion.
While You Were Sleeping.
The Princess Bride is read to Fred Savage's character during Christmas time.
Yes.
Yeah, because Fred Savage's character's dad had either died or ran out on the family. I don't think it was ran out on the family because otherwise Grandpa wouldn't have shown up. But he says, I used to read this to your father, and now I'm going to read it to you. It's like, well, why doesn't his dad read it to him?
Oh.
Thanks for depressing me all over again.
Enjoy watching The Princess Bride, everybody. Ruin.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Literally.
And Merry Christmas. That's correct.
Literally. Hook. Hook. Yeah.
Is that, oh, yeah. They go to fucking London to visit
Christmas.
It does.
God,
Happy
I
fucking
love
holidays. Hook, where's the hook? Hook, where? Ruby. Oh. Holy shit, that counts. It takes place during Christmas.
Meanwhile, Phil's just like, I know what movie we're watching tomorrow.
Cat is gonna fucking kick my ass before New Year's Eve at least, or Christmas Eve. Sorry, I the fact that I got her to sit through Lethal Weapon, like she was just like on her phone half the time, and then she'd look up and be like, "Heh." I'm like, "What do you mean, heh? Fucking amazing!"
Yeah,
like I said, this is one of the most well written buddy cop movies ever.
That's when you look at her and be like, "Did you have Mel Gibson's butt?"
It's no Last Boy Scout, but it's still a really well written buddy cop film.
Buddy crop.
Buddy
Crop. Shut up. We only do one take. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
We're
missing anything?
This is an overtly Christmas film, but I just need to know if any of you guys have ever seen this. You guys ever seen Santa Claus the movie? That's actually the full title of the film.
I've seen Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
No, not the Santa Claus. Santa Claus the movie.
No,
it's got John Lithgow in it.
Okay.
Got nothing here.
It has Dudley Moore in it.
Okay. I mean, I've never heard of it, but
Negative. Ghost
Yeah.
Rider.
Maybe if I explain the plot of Santa Claus, the movie, it might jog your memory. So in this film, it actually opens up with the origin story of Santa Claus, where he's like an old Dutch snowy times and he makes little wooden toys for kids. And then he stumbles across the elven alternate reality dimension where they build the toys and shit. Flash forward to the future of the mid 80s of New York City where kids roam the streets. But it turns out they use like magical candy canes to make people fly. And then like Santa Claus like has to fight John Lithgow, who's an evil CEO trying to ruin Christmas. And Dudley Moore is an elf who has like gotten too big for his britches. You guys have never seen
No.
I've never heard of this
You're
movie.
just like,
I've never heard of this movie.
from my perspective, you're just making this up as you go.
I don't, yeah.
I wish I could be, man. I gotta tell you, it's like all I remember from this, like when I was watching this film, is like when it is long, and Dudley Moore is like surprisingly not as funny as people used to think he was.
I think this is all a fever dream, and you're making it all up.
Yes.
Bullshit. All you have fucking things called a smartphone.
yeah.
Google it.
No,
Google it.
unfortunately, I have the page up on IMDb.
Hey, I got one that you can
Good.
watch with your wife, and it even has
Oh.
Christmas in the title.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
A very Harold and Kumar Christmas.
Oh, I tried that already. You think you're fucking smooth, but I actually tried that already.
Come on.
What movie was it again? I'm sorry.
Harold and Kumar
very-
Christmas.
Aha.
A very Harold and Kumar Christmas, and it's fucking good. I hate to break this to you guys, but like, because I usually hate sequels, but Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay, and a very Harold and
They're all
Kumar
good.
Christmas are Wafflebot. I love you, Kumar. I love you, Wafflebot. Waffle pancakes suck. They do suck. You're right. I fucking love that movie, and it's in 3D.
Perfect.
No, yeah. Please, have you pulled up the Santa Claus the movie?
Yeah,
IMDb?
I do. Boy, there's a picture of just John Lithgow of like, hey, can you look like a 1940s gangster? And it's like,
Yup.
he's just like looking menacing with like a cigar in his mouth and like a fur
Do me a
coat.
favor, Tim. Read the plot synopsis from IMDb to these schmucks.
The-
They're gonna love this.
The legend of Santa Claus is put in jeopardy when an unscrupulous toy manufacturer attempts to take over Christmas.
That's it.
That's literally all it says.
Literally.
That's literally all it says. I'm trying to find another like synopsis. Oh, warning, spoilers. Okay. I'm not reading this fucking paragraph that literally is just like, oh, do I need a fucking 5-paragraph synopsis of this fucking movie?
I mean, it is
Jesus
Santa
fucking
Claus,
Christ.
the movie.
Fucking
The movie.
Man, McDonald's got and there's a bunch of scenes where like they eat a lot of McDonald's out of garbage, like the homeless kids.
as you fucking do.
Here's one that I kind of want to watch. It says it came out this year, so I don't know if it is already out or if it's coming out, but it's called Anna and the Apocalypse.
Yes, it's a musical.
It says a zombie apocalypse threatens the sleepy town of Little Haven at Christmas, forcing Anna and her friends to fight, slash, and sing their way to survival, facing the undead. And never mind, you said it's a musical. Never mind.
It's a fucking musical.
Nothing
Andy.
wrong
I
with
thought I just
musicals.
told you that.
You
Are
like
listening to me?
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I said
Hold
that
on.
is the only musical I like.
I like that Phil says it's a musical, yet you go on for 3 more sentences before you're
I
like,
was.
oh,
Wait
it's
a
a
minute.
musical.
Wait,
I
wait.
just want to make sure it was the same
Oh,
thing
it's
we're
a
talking
musical.
about. And then, yeah,
No.
they said sing.
You know how Andy processes information?
Very slowly.
It's like dial-up.
Like a TI-86
we're on
calculator.
like high speed. He's on Wi-Fi, or is he on dial-up still?
Wi-Fi.
Beep boop. Welcome to AOL. Well, you got mail.
You got mail.
Andy doesn't like musicals.
Nope. Fucking get there.
This might actually be one you might like, Andy.
there
Maybe you
faster.
should give it a chance.
That's what
Maybe you
she
shouldn't-
said.
Maybe you shouldn't judge this film before you see it. It is about zombies. It's about the holidays. Maybe you'll enjoy it. It's kind of in the same vein as The Night Before Christmas. Maybe you should give it a shot.
You like
Give
zombies?
Anna and the
Krampus?
give Anna Krampus actually was fucking hilarious. Not scary.
Krampus?
Horror movie?
Thing, you know what I think of the thing I like about Krampus is that the ending, and spoiler alert for like a 10-year-old movie. They don't get away. Nobody gets away. They all think they get away, and they just end up just finding out that they're like on a loop.
It's only a
They're fucked
3-year-old
for
movie.
eternity.
But yeah.
3-year-old, whatever. It's Krampus. You should have seen it by now. If you were
Thanks for ruining the movie,
see
Phil.
Krampus, fuck off. If you were gonna see Krampus, you would have seen it by now. But Krampus is fun. It's got the guy from Parks and Rec, Scott, whose name is
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, he's funny. He's great. Dude.
This guy's got
Dick.
good.
Pregnancy Dick.
You got the cowboy from Ron Burgundy. You got Champ
kind.
The cowboy from Ron Burgundy.
David Koechner.
Yeah, that guy. I don't remember names. I just remember plot.
Cowboy
I
from
remember film.
Ron Burgundy.
I remember film details. Whammy. That guy. He's in it too. It's fun. I think it's funny, and I told my wife because we're raising the kid, and we're like, what's our opinion on Santa Claus? And Kat's like, yeah, you know what? She convinced me on this one because I'm the guy. I don't want to lie to my kids about Santa. And if you're listening, and you still believe in Santa Claus, I'm sorry. Spoiler alerts: there's no Santa.
Thanks for ruining that demographic for us.
Fuck off. There's an E next to our name. It's explicit. If there's kid, if you're letting your kid listen, you fucked up already. Anyway, my point is, she's like, we can still tell them about that there is a Santa Claus, and when they're old enough to start asking questions about Santa Claus, we tell them the truth. And I'm like, but then it's gonna be like we lied to them, right? And she's like, no. Here's what we do: we tell them everyone's Santa Claus, and now that you figured it out, you get to join the Santa Claus Club, and you get to. The point is to be giving at the holidays and to give people things. So now that you're smart enough to know that we're all Santa Claus, you get to join us and go buy a present for charity. And I'm like, that softens the blow, I guess. But I'm like, but can we still celebrate Krampus too? Like, if you're a bad kid, you're asking to get whipped with reeds and thrown in a fucking sack and chained and thrown into a fucking oven. That's what Krampus did.
Oh, he stole bad kids.
Yeah, he would take all the naughty children and throw them in a burlap sack and beat them with reeds.
Yeah,
and chain them up. Krampus is a dick. He's anti-Claus. And I want to tell. I'm a firm believer in positive reinforcement, which is what Santa Claus is. But I also believe in that negative reinforcement. I mean, Krampus has his place.
Yeah,
if you're good this year, Santa will bring you presents. If you're bad, you're going to be kidnapped by a cloven hooved beast in the night.
So when your kid's acting like a dick, you just go in their doorway with the mask on.
I'm actually just going to buy a bunch of chains and keep them in the garage, and then I'm just going to hang out outside the door
just
and jingle the chains, rattle them chains.
You were acting like a dick today.
I'm already figuring out how to be a super psychologically abusive parent.
You cried in the supermarket.
I'm not going to punish them for being a kid. I'm going to you did something. You took a shit at your desk on school. That's when Krampus gets involved.
That's the extreme. You're that's the line right there.
Crying in the supermarket is the only thing I can think of off the top of my head. I have no children.
Shitting on the school desk.
So we got
I did that at work today.
You got expelled for putting cherry bombs in the toilet or something.
There you go.
What is this, 16 candles over again? What's going on?
Fuck you.
Cherry bombs still
I'm
around.
the second oldest, but Andy's still the oldest.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Still there.
Did we need confirmation?
I wanted to make him think about it.
Yeah, I guess I got a pulse.
Yeah, there it is. All right. Well, I think we've exhausted the
run-
topic.
We've run the
left
gamut.
this.
We're
Wild.
circling the toilet, and we found some nuggets and just
Nuggets.
little
Hey man,
little poops.
Bad Santa 2 is actually worth a watch too if you haven't given that.
I still have not seen that one yet.
Christina Hendricks, the end.
Right, you don't need to know anything else. Sweet tits McGee. Sweet redheaded tits
boy.
McGee.
Holy crap, gentlemen! All right.
On that
Mm.
note.
Well, happy fucking holidays, to these sick bastards. Whose turn is it for? Whose turn is it for Hateful Grateful?
It is mine.
Oh, it's his.
Oh, good.
Well,
I didn't-
Oh,
happy
good, 'cause I didn't do
holidays.
it.
So because
We got the holiday version of Hateful Grateful.
Hateful Grateful. I tried doing my best Bing Crosby.
I thought we were doing Elvis there for a second. I was like, what's going on?
I guess my Bing Crosby sounds like Elvis.
We'll be
you
hateful and grateful.
I'll be hateful for Christmas.
Hateful Christmas without you.
All right,
Now
no
that I'll
Elvis
be
is allowed.
sued. Probably. I don't know.
I don't even know who owns his rights anymore.
Lisa Marie. I don't fucking know.
Michael Jackson. I don't know. Dead.
Jesus Christ. It was announced the other day that Scott Derrickson, the director of Doctor Strange, is coming back for the sequel.
The sequel of Doctor Strange?
Of Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Sorry. For the Doctor Strange sequel.
It's like the sequel of what?
10 years later.
It's not been 10 years.
When the fuck did Doctor Strange come out?
2
Feels like
years
it's been a
ago.
while.
2 years ago.
2 years.
It's eyed for May of 2021, I think.
It's a long time between sequels. I don't
Doctor Nobody Cares.
know. Doctor, I'm over it.
Well, the
I mean,
first
I
one was
love
very
the first-
good.
Yeah.
I
I like the first one a
Doctor
lot
Strange.
I mean-
Why do I give a shit now?
because they're, I don't know, he's in Infinity War and Endgame.
So wait a minute. That means he survives.
No.
Oh.
The hell you say?
Look, if he's not fighting Fin Fang Foom, I don't give a fuck.
God damn it, I wish.
For our listeners out there who aren't familiar with the villain of Fin Fang Foom, he's a giant fucking green demon dragon with a mouth like the fucking pink dinosaur from the second Mario video game. You know, the one that shoot eggs out of its mouth? What's the Birdo?
Birdo.
It's like a big green,
Oh,
big
God, he is a
green winged Birdo.
I mean, yeah. He's
Fin Fang Foom.
I mean, he also is kind of he kind of looks like Shenron too. The wish dragon from Dragon Ball Z.
Shenron, we summon you. Please bring everyone killed by Frieza back to life.
You mean 75% of the cast?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
Yeah. Bill, that's the new Namek.
Oh, God damn it.
God damn it.
All right, so we have a
Are we hateful
sequel.
grateful?
Yeah. I'm grateful that they're bringing the director back because the first one was good. So if you could keep that continuity going.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. The first one was by far, I mean, one of the most visually pleasing Marvel films. So,
He sure was.
And ow.
wink, wink. But yeah, I mean, if you have a good thing, don't ruin it, right? Don't break up the cycle.
I
That's
mean,
my thoughts.
I agree. I mean, I prefer continuity. I wish Kenneth Branagh had come back for the later Thor movies
Right.
because I liked the first Thor.
First Thor.
Fuck all y'all.
The second one was awful.
Yeah.
First
All
Thor
right.
was good.
Yeah, if you brought Kenneth Branagh back, he might have been able to fix some of the problems with Dark World, but he didn't.
Bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. Like if the guy's back and he's going to maintain that like
Concept.
just maintain the flow of the first Doctor Strange, we'll be fine. We'll do fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dormammu was done well.
I like Dormammu.
Wasn't quite as bad as Silver Surfer's Galactus. but
Right.
Yeah.
Great. Oh. Personally, I hope they do Mephisto for the sequel.
Sorry, you said Fisto. I was like,
What?
I want Fin Fang Foom. Fuck Mephisto. God, I love that. That's
All right. What's next there, Seth?
I know you guys don't super watch the CW TV shows, but
No.
they've said that the Arrowverse crossover for next year is going to be Crisis on Infinite Earths.
hateful.
What did they do this year?
Elseworlds.
Elseworlds. Okay.
That's going on right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like their crossovers. They've been good. I mean, Elseworlds is really good. From
Yeah,
what
I've enjoyed
seen.
Elseworlds.
So, I forgot what it was called. I thought it was what you just said. And I was like, wait, what are they doing?
Wait.
I stopped watching The Flash a while ago. I got bored. I mean, I think it was the third season. The one with Zoom. I like the one with Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom
that
was
was a good
really
season.
Mhm.
That was a good season. But that's when it started getting like, what was it? Savitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
just
God
kinda
of
was like, okay,
Speed.
I'm done now. I'm done. Every villain is going to be a speedster, apparently. So
No,
I'm done.
Yeah, I think Zoom was the
Well-
second season. Savitar was the third.
I can't.
Yeah.
See, that's my point. It
Sorry,
all
yeah.
bled together after a while, and then all the crossovers and shit. And CW, like Smallville, is an abomination. Like I can't even get into Arrow, but I loved the Flash at first. I really did.
Yeah.
But I can't. I don't care. Elseworlds. all I heard was they switched. They put like Arrow in the Flash suit, and they put the guy.
Oh, they got
Yeah.
Superman in there.
Yeah,
they got
Superman's
Evil
there.
Superman right now. They
Yeah.
brought in Batwoman.
Yep.
Yeah, they introduced Batwoman for her. The idea is that she'll have her own show in the fall.
Right.
Superman does not do well on television. Lois and Clark.
No.
I need to remind everyone about like the
Dean
problems
Cain was a
Superman
gem.
caused.
You shut your mouth.
No,
Terry-
I won't.
Terry
It was
Hatcher.
bad. And I'm the god of Superman fans. I love Superman. And even I will admit Lois and Clark was a problem. And Supergirl, I've watched it. What is it, like Earth 16 or some shit? I don't even remember.
Sure,
It's just
one of their worlds.
Yes, that one.
DC, like I love that DC has a decent multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it that they play in it. So they play in it too much. Like focus on your Earth Prime and have the Earth Prime people go play in it. I don't give a shit what happens to Supergirl of Earth 16. Oh, she's having a banner day. Did it have any effect on Earth Prime? No.
I mean,
Earth Prime was the DC cinematic universe, and that shat the bed.
The only thing I did like when they when they did do multiple universes, I did like Gorilla Grodd when they had Gorilla Grodd and they sent him off to rule the other
Wasn't that
world.
like that was like a fucking one episode, Sweeney, and then Grodd was like
you
goes
mentioned the
ape world.
multiverse. I said I thought they did do that one right.
I haven't finished it yet, and possible spoiler warning, but one thing I do like that they did in Elseworlds is they brought John Wesley Shipp back, but like, yeah, he was Barry Allen's dad, but they brought him back from the 90s Flash show.
Yeah.
Like that
In
continuity.
the costume.
Yeah, in the
I saw the
costume
screen
and the
grab of that.
continuity. I was like, that's cool. I
They
like
also
that.
made him like fucking
He was Jay.
Tim-headed Flash
Yeah, it
too.
was Jay.
Jay Garrick.
Jay Garrick.
There you go. That
Jay
one.
Garrick.
Yeah, so yeah, that was. I mean, again, that's one of the best things about the Flash show
Sure,
is like
yeah.
those kind of Easter eggs.
Mhm.
I mean, and then fucking Mark Hamill's the trickster.
Again.
Again, yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic.
It was.
But they stopped doing that kind of shit, and now they're all Crisis on Infinite Earths. That should be a fucking movie. That should be like a fucking DC
Well,
cinematic.
that's the sad part is CW is doing it better than the movies.
Whoa!
They are right now.
They're just doing it.
Right.
That's not. It doesn't mean they're doing it better. They're just doing it. DC Cinematic Universe isn't doing anything.
Yeah.
They take forever to come out with nothing. They like they're setting us up for fucking Darkseid. We got like literally his name mentioned in passing in Justice League.
Right.
Is like, they're not they have all this fucking material. Their animated movies are better.
So-
CW's not as good as the animated movies. Let's just get that out of the way right now.
Oh no.
The cartoons are doing it right. There's a problem.
Those
Right.
dang cartoons.
I love cartoons. Don't get me wrong. I'm just
All right,
saying.
so I think we're all hateful. I think on his side.
I'm very hateful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It kind of depends on. It kind of depends on how they do it because they haven't said if it's just going to be like a week long story or like they do with the crossovers, or if it's going to be like half a season or the full season.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm
Uno
sure.
Memento.
yeah.
Gone away.
Phil has stepped away real quick to get something nerdy.
He has a book.
Aha!
It is a comic book.
It is a copy of
Crisis?
Crisis on
It
Infinite
has a
Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earth comic book.
For all of our listeners, I mean, we're not doing video anymore. Sorry, but we're probably going to be doing animation soon. But anyway, I'm holding in my hands a copy of DC's Crisis on Infinite Earths, and on the cover is Superman holding the corpse of Supergirl. So, spoiler alert: Supergirl's going to die. Now you don't have to watch a shitty CW show. You're welcome. Play me off, Johnny.
Oh shit! I forgot the rest of the words. Make something up.
Play me off, Johnny.
I'm sorry, man. I tried really. Like, I gave Smallville a fucking chance. You don't introduce fucking Doomsday before he's actually Superman.
Yeah.
You don't make the ghost of Zod take over Lex Luthor, and then they keep just warping these DC premises. And we talked about Arrow heroes, Andy.
Right.
So
Yeah.
fuck Arrow.
Were those things that happened on Smallville? Because I've never seen an episode.
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Were those things that happened?
Darkseid. Darkseid was brought on.
Sure
Before
was.
Superman.
Yeah. I mean, it was before the time of DVR in the way back, in the way beyond.
Before 4 times.
Right, yeah, and 24 was on the same time, and I fucking love that show.
When people
So-
say, I am a fan of Smallville, I go, so you've never read a comic book?
So you were a godless heathen.
Gotcha.
the-
What's your last one?
The last one is Marvel has made some teases yesterday and today
I saw this.
regarding retconning some of their way early history, such as someone finding Captain America in the ice first, Ben Parker's death maybe being faked, and someone else creating the Fantastic
They're going to
Four.
retcon a lot of the classic origin stories.
Yeah, like Spider-Man's being retconned.
Spider-Man, Cap, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I know what they're doing right now in Spider-Man is they're going back to Brand New Day. He just revealed his identity to Felicia Hardy again. So
Every
they're
time you
like-
say that comic book title, the damn song pops in my head.
No, I just die on the inside.
Someday I'm gonna that damn song.
They're basically
Wilson
going to bring it back to
Phillips?
where
Yeah.
like
Sorry.
Someday somebody's gonna make Spider-Man tell everyone he's Peter Parker.
Same.
Tell that someday. No.
Right. Yep. Mm.
Yeah, no.
Make him,
Hold
turn,
on for one more day.
to make him turn around and say goodbye.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch that.
I know the fucking words of that song. God damn it.
Quite.
All right, yeah, I mean, I personally am hateful because I hate retconning so very much.
I mean, the only time I like retconning is when it's a reality punch.
Right. What I don't understand
Or
too
Deal with the
is
Devil.
it's kind of weird timing for me because like Stan Lee just passed, and now you're going to take some of his original work and be like, no,
Almighty dollar, Sweeney.
I know. I'm just
That's
saying
what it's about,
I know.
actually. Like, Marvel is falling significantly behind DC in sales right now.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's what can we do to generate
Yeah,
readers?
I mean,
Reboot.
yeah, I mean, Marvel has been behind DC pretty like not since New 52, but since they did Rebirth.
Yeah.
They've kind of fallen behind on since Rebirth.
Yeah.
And
Rebirth
Marvel
has been good.
and Marvel has to do like gimmicks of like, oh well, we'll just increase this issue by $2 because it's a random special issue because it looks better on the dollar share.
Yeah.
And they'll do gimmicks of like, well, if you buy this, if you buy X amount of this, you can get another steeper discount on this newer book coming out 2 months later.
Bullshit.
Oh, I could go on.
Go on.
I mean, DC's not fucking. DC's not exactly slamming it out of the park either these days. They're doing a crossover called Heroes in Crisis right now, and it's fucking garbage.
Yeah,
Anything to make Harley Quinn relevant. Anything.
Yeah, you know.
Anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what, like a 6-part little mini series though. So it's just, to me, that's here's a cool little one-off story. It's not gonna.
Yeah, but what Phil's kind of saying too is like they promoted it as this big line-wide crossover that's going to affect things, and like Avengers and Doomsday Clock and Justice League is outselling it. It's like it's not selling the numbers that a line-wide crossover should.
Yeah.
Doomsday Clock is amazing.
Doomsday Clock is taking way too long to come out, so I haven't even started it yet because I was like, I don't want to sit here and read it and then have to go back and reread it again in 4 months when you finally have the next issue coming.
It's not wrapping up till June.
Yeah, so I'm just collecting it, letting it build up, and then I'll.
I just want to see the Superman versus Dr. Manhattan, man. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
I got
I mean, but he's a god.
DC's
So
already,
is Superman.
DC's already saying like there's going to be something major.
Yeah.
The second week of June when the last issue is like not in just Doomsday Clock issue 12, like DC Comics as a line.
Batman Damned, the second book came out today.
Is there more Bat Dick?
No Bat Dick. This is.
Well, then you've lost my time, sir.
Did you get the first one?
Yeah.
It has Bat
yeah,
Dick.
so it has
got the
Bat
Bat
Dick.
You got the Bat Wang.
Don't ask dumb questions.
Yes. No,
All
this
right,
one
gentlemen.
is he's
We've
trying
said Bat Dick
to.
way too many times in this episode.
Batman is damned, so he's trying to exorcise his own demons. So he goes and seeks out a real demon in Etrigan,
Yeah, he does.
and so that is now bringing in all the Zatannas and Zatannas
And like heavy metal music.
Gone the form of man. Now the hero Etrigan.
Yeah, I like the Black series so far. Like these are your killing jokes, the one-off story that's not in the continuity, and it's like, hey, big artists, big writers, go play in the sandbox.
But like every time someone says the Etrigan rhyme that like Phil just did, I just want to do like heavy metal music and just me.
Just you.
I mean, when you think about it, Etrigan would like work really well on a metal cover.
We could like you use metal.
Yeah.
Metal.
He's literally a fucking rhyming dragon man.
Yeah.
That is like every metal band I've ever heard of. It's like the fucking mascot of Dragon Force.
That
Yeah,
might
okay.
even be like a band name.
Etrigan.
Hence why heavy metal music plays in my head. What are you not understanding? See?
Because your dick's not out. I don't understand.
Oh,
All right.
it's got to be out. Okay.
Well, on
This is a
that
holiday
note,
episode, boys.
This is what?
It's a holiday episode.
Nothing says holidays like your dick coming out.
And scene.
Yeah, I don't understand.
is that
why
why
you're not
you're not allowed to
grasping.
go to the company Christmas party this year?
That's right. Exactly why.
We don't want to repeat of 2015.
I'll
And
see you guys in
2016.
HR on January 1st.
2017. They should have banned me a long time ago.
On that note,
Well, thank you very much for tuning in for our holiday episode. Obviously, we're all probably going to hell.
obviously. Is there anything we want to plug?
There's a couple things I like to plug.
Apparently. And by plug, I mean follow us on our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at The Hateful Geeks.
That's
Yeah.
that's plugging. That's good plugging.
You plugged it up real well.
Real hard.
You unprofessional fucks.
Thanks again for tuning in to the Hateful Geeks and happy holidays, everybody. I'm one of your many hosts, Phil.
And this is Sweeney.
I'm Andy.
This is Tim.
Have yourself a hateful little Christmas. Let your hearts turn black and hate on shit that everybody else thinks is great. Hey.
Jesus
What do you like the Christmas hype man back there?
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey,